Okay, so admittedly, I have never played a Sparking game before, right? I'm 18. Uh, those games were released before I was born in 2006. Um, the only consoles I've ever owned were a GameCube, a Wii, an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 3, and an Xbox One. Oh, and a Nintendo 64. So, um, I also didn't really get around with games that much. I didn't have a memory card for my GameCube. We actually got it um, as like a pseudo gift. Our brother had a counselor. He has autism. He had a counselor at the time, and he would bring over a GameCube, and at some point she just let us keep it. It had no memory card. We had about what, three or so games. It was I Ninja. It was that one Ed, Ed and Eddie game, and then it was something else. It was something else, something fucking weird. It was a mystery game. It was like about two investigators in a haunted house. One of them was super dorky. He had glasses, brown hair, dude. I can't figure out what it was. I don't fucking care anymore. For my Wii, I had like Lego Batman 2. I had Transformers 2. I had Spider-Man Edge of Time, but I didn't have like any Nintendo games, and I definitely didn't have any anime games. I was like what, 11? Fuck anime, dude. For my Xbox, I had Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I had Simpsons game. I had Left 4 Dead 2. I distinctly remember having Sonic 06. Um, I had Section 7. I had Rage, but I never played that. In fact, I think I got a copy of the game for like my older brother. Uh, I forgot where he got it from, but as soon as I put it in, I'm pretty sure it bricked my entire fucking console. I had Toy Story 3, right? I had that as well. I distinctly remember the day I got that. My mom took fucking picked me up from daycare, and like had the Xbox in the game, and like let me preview the fucking toy box. Fucking fantastic experience. I'm off track. Um, and for my Xbox One, eventually, since I got it at like what, 2016 or so, and kept it for the next couple of years, 3 years, 2 years or so. Um, that was during the era where I started getting into anime. Right, I even had fucking Verb, the Crunchyroll on there, and I would watch anime on there. I would watch High School of the Dead. I watched Golden Wind as I was airing. Right, sometimes I would fucking eat at the dinner table with Golden Wind playing on my phone in front of me, because I was that invested in it. It was a different time for me. It was summer. It was post COVID. We were in the middle of a pandemic, so wasn't a whole lot going on. Um, so I got into Dragon Ball. Well, I had been in Dragon Ball for like a while at that point. I had like Xenoverse, both of them, on my mom's laptop at two different points. They were pirated copies, of course, but um, so the only Dragon Ball games I had on the Xbox One were Xenoverse 2. Oh, and Fighters. I got that as a birthday present. But like there were only three games on there at the time. It was Xenoverse 2, and it was Fighters. This is before the Breakers came out. Other than that, anime games I had were like Sword Art Online. What was it? It was the fucking. It's the one with the gun. It's the Gun and Gale Online one. I forgot what it was called. Something Bullet or Bullet something. I distinctly remember like buying the game as part of the Christmas sale, because I had the money at the time. I had Christmas money, and I bought the game. And then like a week later, it was on Game Pass. Fucking threw me for a loop because I had already played the hell out of it. Same thing happened with fucking Resident Evil 6. Fuck me, I guess. But yeah, I have never played a Sparking game before. I have never played Budokai Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I've never played. Well, I have played Tenkaichi Tag Team, but that was on an emulator, so. And it's a Tenkaichi Tag Team, so I don't really think that counts. So Sparking Zero is my first Sparking game. I'm new to the controls and everything. Um, So you would expect me to be a shitter, and I was at first. I ran through a couple of the story missions, episode missions, uh, fairly easily my first time around. In fact, the first routes I did with Goku was the side by side one where you defeat Raditz, where you go alone, right, and then defeat Raditz within 90 seconds, and that lets you eventually fight. Well, that allows Goku to survive, and eventually go on to fight Nappa and Vegeta without training with King Kai, and eventually that leads into Frieza invading Earth, and you getting to fight the Ginyu Force and then Frieza side by side with Vegeta. Um, at some point though, at that Ginyu Force fight, because it's a 1v5, you have to fight all the Ginyu Force as Goku. You don't get it's a survival match, right? Your health carries over, so you have to manage that. I was getting my ass kicked, just fucking destroyed. And then I opened up the battle training. I completed that. I took it in. I recalled all of the tutorials to memory. I came back, and then I fucking blazed through it. And then I went back, and I blazed through Pushing the Limit, which is the one where Goku becomes a Super Saiyan against Vegeta. And I got through that super easy. I'm saying all of this to I don't understand how people find it difficult to get through Great Vegeta or Full Power Frieza or Beerus. Personally, with those last two, Frieza and Beerus, I got through those on my first try with these. Great Vegeta, I was super low in health my first time around, and so I just retried, and then I knocked it out. Second try, no problem. He's not a hard boss. The way everybody put it, it sounded like he had insane AI that would just track you wherever you go. Every movement you make, it would make a movement as well, and it would counter your next movement. The way they phrase his grab attack, I saw this one meme where it was like the average experience, where it would be like, you get grabbed and then, oh, time to retry the match. His grab doesn't do that much damage. Unless there's, as far as I know, there's only two difficulties, right? There's normal and then there's the lower one. Um, unless there's a third, harder difficulty I'm not aware of, I'm not seeing what the problem is. His grab doesn't do that much damage. And it's fairly easy to avoid. Just stay out of his range, which also is kind of easy. You can just charge up, spam Ki Blast, charge your Ki Blast, or even just use a Kamehameha. And if you get the opportunity, get up close, get a couple rush attacks in, use your perfect smash, or even like your guard breaks. And that'll do the job pretty easily. In fact, I beat Vegeta, graded Vegeta 3 different times across 3 different routes. You get to fight him on the main route, obviously, on side by side, and also in Pushing the Limit. And at no point throughout those 3 different routes did I ever come across a problem with graded Vegeta. He's not a difficult fight. He's run of the mill. I think I had more problems with fucking the Ginyu Force. Like, these big bosses aren't hard. And I was playing through the Cell Saga, and I accidentally defeated Perfect Cell before the time went up, before the time limit, right? The 90 seconds, and I accidentally got the alternative ending where Goku beats Cell and he gets to survive by accident. Either this game isn't as hard as people are saying it is, I'm just cracked, or people just suck, which I guess, relatively speaking, means I'm kind of just cracked.